Today I'm comparing 5 of the most popular electric scooters against the #1 electric scooter in the world to rent by the month, the Unagi Voyager. I'm Paul from Electric Scooter Guide, and for the last 4 years I've tested more electric scooters than anybody else on YouTube. In this video, we're going to check the Unagi Voyager's features, reliability, and performance against these 5 other popular scooters. But I'm going to start out with the most important difference, which is, what happens when something goes wrong with a scooter you own versus having an Unagi through the all-access membership. And at the end, I'll fill you in about some crazy new features that Unagi has added to the membership deal that a lot of people don't know about. So a couple months ago, I rented an Unagi myself, and one thing I discovered is hands down the most important difference between owning and renting is the level of support that you get from Unagi if something goes wrong with your scooter. So your typical situation if something goes wrong with your scooter is that you don't even know where to start. Who do I call? Do I call the manufacturer, the seller, or do I call Amazon? When am I gonna hear back? And most likely the solution is they're gonna send you a part that you're gonna have to try to install yourself. But with Unagi, it's kind of a one-stop deal. You reach out to them, they kind of consult with you to make sure it's not user error. And then, if something's really wrong with your scooter, they swap you out and they don't even wait till your scooter gets back to them. As soon as they've got confirmation that yours has shipped, they ship a scooter the other way. So they kind of cross paths in the mail. In the situation where you own a scooter and they've sent you like a warranty part and you had to install it yourself, you actually don't know if that part's really gonna solve the problem. Whereas with the Unagi scooter, they're sending you a fully tested scooter. So it's just gonna work. And it kind of makes sense that they're gonna take care of you because when you buy a scooter, you've handed over your money already, and when you're renting a scooter from Unagi, they've got a lot of incentive to keep you happy, so you keep renting. And it's not just, major repairs. The maintenance is all included with the Unagi deal as well, which is why the Unagi Voyagers received the 2024 Electric Scooter Guide Lowest Maintenance Electric Scooter Award. Okay, so we've established that the Unagi is easy to live with, but let's look at some other features and see how it stacks up with the other scooters. And let's look at colors. Between the two versions of the Unagi Voyager and the Classic, you've got like 10 different colors to choose from, where with the owned scooters, you get 2 in some cases, but mostly 1, and it's usually black. And here's something else most people don't know is hidden underneath those automotive grade paint finishes on the Unagi are materials like magnesium alloy, the same kind of carbon fiber used by SpaceX makes up the stem, and then you've got machined aluminum in the deck, and that's versus kind of regular aluminum and steel, which is what most scooters are made out of. And this is why the Unagi Classic and Voyager are both among the world's lightest electric scooters. And we'll show you some of the weights right here. Another build quality difference are the tires. The Unagi uses flat-proof semi-solid tires because nothing ruins a good ride like a flat tire. And of course, another benefit of the Unagi's semi-solid tires are that you never need to check tire pressure. Now, 3 of the comparison scooters also use flat-proof tires. But I've ridden 200 scooters over the last 4 years, and the Unagi's tire compound has the best combination of grip and wear of any semi-solid tire I've seen. Now let's compare all of the scooters' top speeds. Now the Evercross wins this one with a top speed 40% faster than the Voyager, but it's also got weight that's 43% heavier. And then when it comes to climbing hills, the Voyager's dual motors put it in first place versus the comparison scooters. I have never encountered a normal hill that the Unagi won't climb. In fact, in Electric Scooter Guide's recent video about the best electric scooters for climbing hills, the Voyager successfully climbed our steep 10% grade hill with a 235-pound rider on board. That's 15 pounds heavier than the official weight limit of the scooter, where the Highboy S2 failed to climb the hill at all. So the Voyager has the most hill climbing power, despite being the lightest of the group. So it's the lightest and the best hill climber, but it's also the easiest to ride because of its smooth throttle and fully electronic thumb brake. In fact, my wife is not very coordinated when it comes to two-wheeled vehicles. That's why the Unagi Voyager is literally the only scooter that she has ever ridden. My dad learned how to ride on the Voyager too, and of course celebrities like Billie Eilish, Iggy Pop, and Steve Aoki love it too. Okay, so that's a lot of good stuff about the scooter itself, but let's get back to Unagi's all-access rental deal. Aside from never having to worry about maintenance and repairs, my favorite thing about this deal is that it's the easiest way to find out whether electric scooters are for you. I mean, it's incredibly low commitment. If you go buy an electric scooter outright and electric scooters end up not being your thing, well, you're out $600. Whereas if you get an Unagi and you end up not liking scooters, well, you're only out the $50 setup fee because you can usually catch a deal where the first month is free. The other thing you don't need to worry about is your scooter getting stolen. The Unagi Voyager is one of the fastest folding scooters and one of the lightest scooters in the world, and it's one of the scooters I feel the most comfortable just bringing it inside with me. So I pretty much bring it in everywhere I go. But if it does get stolen, theft insurance is also part of the deal. So there's one less worry. And now here's the crazy new feature that they have added to the deal. When you travel, your Unagi travels with you, but don't pack it because you can't fly with an electric scooter. But instead, if you're traveling to one of these major cities, Unagi will meet you at your hotel and bring you a scooter to ride during your trip. It's called White Glove Love, and it's just an added perk to being a member of the Unagi All Access program. And the final feature is that the Unagi is 100% future-proof. With regular scooters, warranties eventually come to an end, but with the Unagi, it just keeps going as part of the deal. And it's not just maintenance and repairs, you're future-proofed for upgrades as well. If the Unagi fleet upgrades, you get upgraded too. If you're interested in electric scooters, you really can't lose. Try an Unagi and see if it's for you. The fact that they make it so easy to start and so easy to return if it doesn't work out means they've got a lot of confidence that you're going to love your Unagi. Give it a try.